Hello everybody, welcome back to RC on Track. We got the T-Maxx all tore apart and we're going to put a new motor in it, or the original motor back in it that I had, and remount the ESC, new pinion and spur gear going in. And so what ended up happening is my pinion gears, one at a time broke, and I got all the way down to one of the smaller gears. All right. There it is. I had this motor mount in here. I made it so that move. Kind of sucks. I'm not having enough. I got enough. Alright. Feels a little tight. So how I tighten this one out, up. Throw it better vice grips. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's get the ESC mounted. So this thing has to ride right here. And it has to not come off again. It's driving me nuts. So I want it right there. So one method I got is adhesive tabs and a little bit of hot glue, and that seems to work. It's probably because both of them are kind of crappy is why you gotta use them together. I don't know, but that's what's up. So after we get this together, the other car that I need to repair, that I'm gonna repair on this video anyways, is going to be the Slash. Broke another one of the axles on it, so I'm gonna grab out one of these old plastic ones I got laying around here and replace the one broken metal one with a plastic one for the time being, just so we got something to run. The rock bouncer lost a pin. You can see the video where I took this out and went and did some river crossing. Didn't actually cross the river. I wanted to, but we did a little bit of river run with it, and it handled it really well. So we're going to take it out again and put the waterproof components to work and make them earn their money, I guess. But yeah, so gotta fix that. Alright, so got our adhesives. Get these guys on here. Couple more. Alright, I'm going to clean that before I even put it down because I don't want it to come apart. And alright, guys. So, I couldn't find my rubbing alcohol. So it looks like I'm going to do the old sweater technique. So you take an old sweater and you put it around your thumb and you start rubbing the crap out of it until it's looking better. That's the old sweater technique. There you go. Wasn't even that dirty. Just want to make sure the dust is off of it so that these adhesive pads will stick. So I hope this maintenance video helps you in some way. And there's not a lot going on. Just swapped out the motor. Maybe give you an idea of how to build your own electric T-Maxx. You can't buy an electric T-Maxx unless somebody's selling one of their own. But once you own one of these, you don't want to get rid of it. Get it crooked. Well, it definitely won't come off. I can pick it. That's on there. Alright, so let's plug it in. So this one's red. And I'm not too sure about these other. What's this one? Yellow. And brown. Like that. Alright, put the fan back on it. Just like that. The old Fly Sky controller. Okay, we got a wire backwards. So, I'm pretty sure these two wires are backwards. So, alright, we got those wires switched out. I don't know what's making that noise. see if I can. Oh, so the rear differential's making noise there, or the rear, yeah, the rear diff. So, looks like I'll go with a posi locker on that and get it locked up, I guess. I don't know. I just figure go for with posi on it. So, that's got to happen. Alright, there it is, all back together, guys. Hope you enjoyed the walkthrough on my electric T-Maxx. Now, to continue, we have to put an axle on the slash. And I think that'll be just about it for this video. So, coming up next will be putting the axle on the slash, and then that's it. That's all we got to do. So, alright, let's get the T-Maxx out of the way, grab up the two-wheel drive slash, and we will be putting the axle on. So, had to cut the fenders off this thing because this one ripped off. I was going to take care of this top, and I didn't because it's too much fun to thrash it. So, so the gunk body will be a fond memory one day. Alright, so if you guys aren't familiar with the Traxxas slash at all, to drop the axle, you need to disconnect this one screw right here. The knuckle will fold over, hub, whatever you want to call it. We got it. Ooh. And then we got to disconnect this old axle. Alright, so let's get Allen wrench. Wrong sides. Sorry about that. Not really, but why isn't that thing coming off? Might have changed that out to a Phillips already. Yep. So since I've owned this slash, I upgraded the motor, the ESC. Well, it didn't have any of that, so I had to add it. So I put the ESC, the motor, radio receiver in it. It's got the original stock servo on the front and stock A-arms. Put on the dust shroud. turn this so I can take this axle out. Alright. That way you guys can at least see some of that go down. My tools rolled underneath. Now I really don't want to put a plastic axle back on this, but I don't have a choice right this moment. And I'm not gonna buy these same metal ones again, because they bend and break. And this one doesn't want to come off. Bang, now we gotta get it off the bearing. You can see how shredded that is. So, I want to beat the crap out of the bearing, that's for sure. Even though it already does look pretty tore up. See if we can give it a little tap. Dang. That thing is stuck. Wow. Now, I broke a few in my time, but this one, I don't think I've ever had it actually get stuck. You know, when you say stuck twice, that means it's like extra stuck. There it goes. There you go. Speaks for itself. Crap. Oh wow, that's gonna be fun to get off there too. So, taking my wire snips, putting it on there, and then just kind of work it off. Oh, I think. Dude, at least now I got the spare pins. I'm gonna take the pins out of this right here and use the pin that broke on my use them for the pin that broke on my rock bouncer. And in fact, I might even turn these into just straight drive lines, because this piece broke. So I mean, it's garbage, yeah, but I can definitely reuse that for a drive shaft. So I'll keep it. Alright. Now, I got another car around here somewhere. So I got this old thing. ECX Horizon Hobby Ruckus. That's what I believe it to be. That's what the web description said it was. Okay. So off camera here, I'm pulling a wheel off real quick. And alright, so I got this plastic dry shaft. Don't really want to use it, but I'm not going to quit having fun with this slash. So gotta use what I gotta use. Alright. We're going to be putting a metal spur gear in our Red Cat Blackout. Give me a few days and I'll get that together for you guys. One of my most watched videos on YouTube is the rear diff replacement for the Red Cat Blackout. I need a flashlight. All right. Forgot the bearing. Come on. All right. So I don't know how bad my hub is on my wheel. Where did it go? Uh-oh. Misplaced my wheel. Alright, give me a second. Now the only thing I don't like about this, I'm gonna have to find the exact same size one there for the other side now. I don't know if I have another one or not. Oh yeah, I gotta hook that up. Get this tightened up, we'll get the wheel on, and we'll be done with this stuff. Oh yeah, I gotta put a pinion gear on this thing. Then we'll be done with this one. Alright. Dun dun dun. There it is. Lost the wheel nut there. there you go. Get another couple laps out of that. So we gotta put a pinion gear on the car and we'll be done. Ones I got for the T-Maxx, we're gonna use one of them. I think. I'll use this one. Wow, that won't come out. Just love it when these freaking set screws get stuck in there. So this takes it from 5mm down to the 3.3 something. And that's what we got to use. Get all Loctite out. So I soaked it in Loctite again. Okay for that. I get tired of spitting off these gears though, I'll tell you, they'll come right off your motor. Alright, so can't see. Gotta turn that thing on. That. Alright, gotta loosen the motor up. Man. Now, I adjust the slack because there is no slack in that one. I'll tell you that right now. That thing's Not even cool with how tight that's fitting. There we go. That looks good. Now hopefully that's still on its flange the way it's supposed to be, or on the shaft. Yeah, it looks good. Go ahead and tighten it up. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I'll get it tightened back up. Not too sure about that Allen screw anymore. All right. So we'll test it out now. I need to find the controller. You can see that their axle's bent. Look at that. Now, if you guys follow my channel, you know this controller's busted, like that recycling pile. Works fine. Alright, so that's the two on this how-to video. The electric T-Maxx, fixed the motor, spur gear on, remounted the ESC, and then on the Traxxas Slash two-wheel drive, we replaced the axle. And guys, for the how-to videos, you know, it's for the people who need a little bit of help. Because if you don't know, knowledge is power. Alright, like we always say at this time, like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you on track.